Call to the booth. It's our fantasy show, week 14. Harrison, we got a game this week, baby. I'm fresh out of practice. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, look.
You still practicing?
I be so bored. Yeah, we just postseason tournaments, man. We got to put out the playoffs. You wait a couple weeks, then, a couple guys have postseason tournaments, man. You got coaches can't live without events, man. You know what I'm saying? So they enter the team in postseason tournaments. We live this week, man. I be feeling like it's a real event going on, though. Like, my son got a game. I be looking forward to that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Like, I need that. Go
ahead. It's interesting because now, like, a lot of people who are listening, they're looking forward to this weekend too, because there's certain people who just don't have their fantasy team playing no more, and it hurts when you're in that position. But for the people who are listening, if you're not in your season-long league anymore, at least you still got DFS. You at least make some money there.
Right. You can still play around.
Indeed.
You still can play.
So you have your son's games that you're going to this weekend, this tournament that you referenced. Yep. Outside, that leads me to a question. What is the favorite sporting event that you've been to? Obviously, you've played in a number of sporting events, but what's your favorite game that you went to
as a fan?
As a fan, yeah.
Oh, that's tough. You know what? I know what it is, though. Maybe like 4th grade, maybe like 5th grade, right?
Okay.
We in Trenton, New Jersey. ECW. You remember that wrestling?
Oh,
ECW?
yeah. I remember ECW.
ECW came they came wherever it was, a little small arena there. I'm saying that's kind of when they was first starting. Bro, when I tell you, that was the livest shit we ever seen. Because they was like hitting with chairs. We felt like it was real blood, jumping off tables, cages and shit, right?
Oh, yeah. They started the they started the hardcore matches. They were the ones doing the ladder matches.
All that hard, man. And we didn't really know what it was. My dad was just like, man, I'm gonna take y'all to this little wrestling deal. They got like, it's like minor league wrestling. He kind of pubbing it up for us. Like, it ain't WWF, but it's ECW.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But next thing you know, ECW was hard, though. We went right then. We seen it. Next thing you know, it got more popular. Like 4 years later, it was super popular, man. So definitely was that ECW. That was the most entertaining shit.
For sure. Ken Shamrock was there. Chris Jericho started there. Just Incredible, which is one of the best wrestling names of all time.
Right.
I think Diamond Dallas Page might have had a time over there as well.
A lot of people.
Bam Bam Bigelow might have been over there, maybe.
One dude, Captain Jack, he over there for a minute?
Mankind, whatever his name was.
Man, did he start over there?
I think he might have started.
Like, I remember him being over
there.
Yeah,
I think he might have been over there too. Yo, there was a lot of dudes that came through ECW. Man. Okay.
That was like the minor league. That was like the minor league wrestling.
Dog, I didn't know you was a wrestling fan. I can go on for days. Okay, hold on.
Oh, bro, I fuck with wrestling now. You know what I'm saying? I was hot when I found out it wasn't real. Oh, man.
Oh, I was heated.
I'm arguing, bro. I'm arguing people down, bro. It's real, fam.
All right, bro.
I love wrestling
Before we get to no-fly zone, A-plus matchups, DFS, and the look at wide receivers in the league, I'm sorry. We got to do one more thing with this wrestling stuff. Best finishing move of all time.
Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter, boy. Hey. I just like how he put you in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, it was
do the spin move and curl your ass up, boy. I do that to my kids all the time. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter was tough. I have to say, and he wasn't my favorite wrestler. But the Stone Cold Stunner was damn cold, man.
Oh yeah, Stunner was hard. The Stunner was hard.
And the Razor's Edge was pretty cool too with Razor Ramon.
Razor's Edge was hard. See, I like the little leg locks. I like the figure four. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Cause them really, if you do them on somebody, like I could put somebody in the figure four right now. They can't get out, and they gonna tap out, bro.
Yep.
They gonna it's real. You know what I'm saying? I like them leg locks.
I'm sorry for people who came here for football. We gotta keep going. The torture.
My bad.
The torture rack.
Oh, the torture rack. Lex Luger, baby. Hey, the torture rack
was tough. All right.
And then he just throw you off. Get off me, boy. Yeah. I love wrestling, bro.
Remind me off camera. I'm gonna tell you my Razor Ramon story. It's pretty funny. There's not enough. There's not enough time in this podcast for that.
All right, it'll turn to a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, for sure. All right. But let's go into the no-fly zone for week number 14. Roll the bomb. Boom, 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 boom. Starting at the top spot, and there's a new number one. Back at number one, the L.A. Rams. At number 2, the New Orleans Saints. Number 3, Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked about them last week. Made a case for why they aren't in the top 5. Well, they're now in the top 5. The Miami Dolphins. And at number 5, knocking out the Washington football team, who did, I think, at least, I'm not the expert, I thought they did a solid job against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They did.
But not enough to hold out the New England Patriots from getting the number 5 spot. So
they did.
I have a number of questions about that. First of all, I guess since we just had Ryan Shazier on, what were your impressions of the Washington football team's secondary? And what was it about what the Patriots did that made you put them over them?
Oh, I say Washington. They did. They played a solid game, man. They played a game good enough to win. You know what I'm saying? They gave up stuff early. They held it down late. You know what I'm saying? Got a fourth quarter turnover off the tip. But at the end of the day, man, you look at the numbers. Ben had 302 tubs. So, I mean, they couldn't run the ball at all, for real. They threw the ball all over the place all day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you throw that many passes, 300 not that bad. But, man, the stats say 300 in a tub. They ain't dropped far. They was in 5th. They in 6th now. You know what I'm saying? Just step back a spot because the Patriots, they gave a donut, man. You give a donut like that, man. If you dominated. That's really, in the week before that, this was played a major part too. The week before that, they held Kyler Murray to like 170. You know what I'm saying? They got a pick. You know what I'm saying? So they put 2 weeks together, 2 back-to-back weeks together, man, of some great football. They held their opponent to 0 points. Then they got 14 picks. They up there, man. They got 14 picks on the season. They catching fire a little bit, man. They got J.C. Jackson out there, 7 picks. He going ham. Shout out to J.C. Jackson. He's going nuts this year, him and Xavier Howard. But, man, he got another pick. He on the board, man, so had to show the Patriots some love. Washington ain't dropped far, though. They right there. They 6.
It's interesting. At one point, we thought Stephon Gilmore might be traded. At one point, we thought the Patriots might be the worst team in the AFC East. All of a sudden, they are very much in play for a playoff spot. Obviously, Stephon Gilmore is still there. They have a big-time matchup on Thursday night, which is tonight, for people who are listening at least, against the Los Angeles Rams. A big opportunity, and we know what Bill Belichick does to rookie quarterbacks. He shut them down. But I have a funny feeling Justin Herbert might go off in Week 14. We'll talk about that in the DFS segment. Real quick, before we go to our A-plus matchups, Miami Dolphins back in. Last week you said they weren't going to make it unless Byron Jones got busy. I don't think he got a pick, but they still made it in. Explain, please.
He didn't. I mean, that's really 3 solid. After 2 solid weeks, we had the Dolphins fans on the page, right? So then they come back, they go ham again. That's really 3 solid weeks in a row, man, that the Dolphins done put together, man. And they got 13 picks on the season, too. Xavier Howard going crazy, 8 picks, man. He got another one in the slot, out and up. He done fell over the top, found the ball so nice, man. Bruh, Xavier Howard doing some things. He got ball skills like no other, bro. It's like it's Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters type ball skills. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too many people in that class, you know what I'm saying, with them great ball skills like that. Xavier Howard, man, he got something going, man. So Miami crawled up in there 3 solid weeks in a row. Man, we still working on that pass defense. It's the middle of the pack still. But, man, the picks is there. The wins is there. The points per game is there, you know what I'm saying? So welcome, Miami.
Welcome. Well, hold on, Aqib.
Byron Jones, come on, man. Come on.
Well, Aqib,
I know we say we was waiting on Byron Jones, but Xavier Howard, he getting enough picks for both of them, man. So they here.
Okay, that's a perfect segue because it could be grand opening, grand closing. Because I want to go to the A-plus matchups. Before I do that, the rule, please.
You gotta follow.
You know what time it is. Tyreek Hill and the Kansas City Chiefs will be going against the Miami Dolphins, number 3 on this, number 4 on the no-fly zone list. So as I said, it could be grand opening, it could be grand closing. How does Xavier Howard versus Tyreek Hill look to you in Week 14?
I think he do okay. I think I think that defensive staff in Miami, they come up with a plan to take Tyreek away, man. They playing real football. They not here to lose no games. They got to, you know what I'm saying, this December. These last 4 games is going to be crucial for Miami. So, I mean, I think they're going to come up with one of their better game plans, man, and try to make somebody else beat them. So, it's definitely got to be a Watkins or what's my dog name? 17. I always forget all these young wideouts' names, man.
Mecole Hardman.
Yep. Mecole Hardman, the young bull. It's got to be one of them to beat them, man, because Flo come from that Bill Belichick tree. And Tyreek, he ain't get too busy last week, about 50 in the tub or something like that. But, man, he been going crazy the last couple weeks. You got to take him away, man. So I like Xavier Howard to be cool. I like them to come up with a plan to take him away. Maybe a little help over the top. Xavier Howard playing hard, so they're going to make somebody else beat him.
Last episode, we talked about the get back, opportunity after getting shown up in a big-time game to come back and have a standout matchup. The Tampa Bay Bucks, particularly Carlton Davis III, was smoked by Tyreek Hill. He's got a chance for some get back this week. We think the shadow matchup would come with Justin Jefferson since majority of the time he's on the outside. 2 great young players. How does this matchup turn out?
I think he shake back, man. Jefferson a hell of a player. But how their offense is set up, I think if Carlton Davis follow Jefferson, I think Cousins just going to like Thielen. He going to like the matchup with Thielen. So he going to throw the ball over there, man. Justin Jefferson, he'll catch a few passes. I don't like him to get in the zone. I like Carlton Davis to bounce back off the bye week. Long time to think about it. Long time to watch him and study him. I like him to come out and play ball.
And finally, before we go to break here, DeAndre Hopkins. The Cardinals need a win now, going against James Bradberry. Now, James Bradberry actually played, the Giants as a whole, played very well against the Seattle Seahawks on the road. What happens with DeAndre Hopkins this week coming off a loss to the LA Rams?
Man, I think Hopkins Hopkins and Murray might do a better job against that zone coverage. It was a bunch of zone coverage. The Giants played a bunch of zone coverage, a bunch of cover 2. You know what I'm saying? They switch it up, play some man on third down, things like that. But I think if they play all that cover 2, I think Kyler Murray, he going to be better at dissecting that zone. That style of offense, all the receivers, the spread style of offense, it's going to be a little better. It's going to be a little easier to dissect that cover 2 with that spread, man. So I like Hop to have a bunch of catches, man. I like him to have a bunch of catches. Maybe get in the zone. Even if he don't get in the zone, I like them yards to be up because, you know, Bradberry, he follow guys, but they play a lot of zone with it, man. So guys could, you know, he run a dig or something, Bradberry might not be on him no more. You know what I'm saying? And they do such a good job against zone coverage, man. Hop just got a great feel for it, finding holes, sitting down. Him and Kyler Murray be on the same page when it come to that. So I like Hop to do his thing.